I just realized I can like fade out the chat. I can wait here, so I can do this because it's like not loaded yet because the stream is starting. And then I can wait for it to load correctly. Then I can do this. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of a joke my friends say, but I cannot say it on stream because this is very stupid. It is definitely representative of how stupid my humor is. I've been watching a lot of Vinny Vine Sauce recently. My humor... Not that like his humor isn't funny or good, but my humor has been reduced to pee-pee poo-poo jokes, right? Like that's more Joel Vine Sauce than Vinny Vine Sauce. But and I'm gonna refer to them as Joel and Vinny now, because I do want to. Vinny Vine Sauce is fun to say, but Joel Vine Sauce, or it's Varg Skeletor or Skeletor, which, given that I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, even though I've been watching this dude for like 8 years, yeah, he's just Joel, Jotli. I want to know how to do their like silly voice. I'm not gonna try to do it because I'm just gonna embarrass myself. Also looking for some background music. Thermocinto, I've been jamming out to those playlists. We'll see though. Never mind, it's not loading, as they do. Nah, not totally vibing with it. How are you guys doing, by the way? Haven't seen you guys in a day. Wait, why did I just get signed out? Well, that's probably half the reason. I'm excited for tonight. We get to make a little bit more progress on our Hyperlight Breaker. I don't know what to call it. Collage? Yeah? It's basically a collage. Collage. I don't know how to do the inflection, the rhythm for that word. Collage? Collage? I feel like collage is better, but that's very... Well, what is this creature? It's like a Genshin Impact creature. It's on the thumbnail. Interesting. Haven't drawn in a bit. Gotta get back to it. Let's get back to it. Is this part of your courses, like your gestural learning, or is this going to be some 50% slash just stuff for play? The Mystery of Spinners? I don't need to watch that. I want music, man. So indecisive tonight. I don't want to listen to the same music compilation for the 30th time, but I may just listen to the same music compilation for the 30th time. And we'll have to deal with that. I don't know, there will be no evidence as to the contrary. I can just clip the VOD. Or trim the VOD, I guess I should say. Retail stuff, I've got to take some notes. Gotcha. What 50% have you done recently? Any new Zoro or Straw Hats? You should draw Mary. I want to draw Mary. Wait, no, you? How does that apply here? Really have no idea what to listen to. Talos Principle would be nice. I feel like that's a bit too drony. Like there's not too much going on in the Talos Principle. At least Talos Principle 1. Talos Principle 2, there's quite a bit. There's Ixion. Ixion? I don't know. That's a game that came out. I really like when I'm doing schoolwork. That kind of techno playlist is pretty darn good. We'll listen to 75 minutes of relaxing video game OST. Actually, no, because I've listened to this hundreds of times. We'll find something else. Sea Dragon. Ooh, the Sea Dragon from One Piece or just in general? And what's up, everybody? 7:30 p.m. Central Time. You know how it is. We're gonna be doing some 50% Friday today. Very excited. Picking out some music right now. Can't decide. Other than that, though, pretty good day. Hope you all had a good day. It is Friday after all. Lots of homework. It was really rough last night. Oh yeah, I get to yap about this. Yeah, probably one of the most difficult homework questions slash math problems I've ever solved last night. So now, ironically, is it I think a hard problem for people? No, like not hard, but like I probably just made it much more difficult, and which always hurts. You know, that kind of insults. It's an insult to your, I don't know, intelligence. I don't know, but yeah, pretty good though. Lots of homework. Homework's piling up. That is, yeah. And then tonight I went to celebrate the week. I went to a new ramen place. It was decent. Still a bit disappointed for the price. Highly expensive for what it was worth. I did get some Thai tea though, which I think loaded me up with a bit more caffeine than I should have. I just ordered Thai tea on impulse. And of course, the Thai tea disappointed me because it's the same mix that I swear every boba place, every just place with Thai tea in this town has used, except for this one Vietnamese restaurant that I've been to. Everyone else uses this exact same Thai tea mix and tastes super artificial, and it's good, it's sweet, but it's not. This is the stream where Kavel rants about tea for 3 hours. I apologize. So yeah, I plan on going to the gym tonight, so cannot be drawing for too long, but it is 50% Friday, so we can toss a little bit extra time in there. I wouldn't be opposed to it. The gym closes an hour earlier on Fridays than and the weekend, so Friday, Saturdays, which isn't a huge issue, but yeah. So I got some music going. I'm feeling good. Still a bit tired, you can tell. You don't like tea, that is your fault. No. Yeah, tea is a selective taste, but I mean, boba tea, you have a base and there's milk tea, right? So it's definitely a totally different experience than drinking like pure black tea or stuff like that. I love black tea. I also love herbal teas or herbal black teas. I think that's a thing. But like the flavored black teas. My favorite tea was a crappy, jasmine that I got out of a tin when I used to do loose leaf in that a lot. But other than that, jasmine one, it was hibiscus green tea, I think. Hibiscus, like herbal green tea. I only drink decaf tea now, which is a bit hard to come by flavor-wise because, you know, it's a subset of the more popular. See, I'm ranting about teas. I'm sorry. Let's warm up already. Jeez. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on the music widget because it's now. But guess what? We're just gonna transfer on over to the main camera, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Cool. But yeah, so we'll set our timer. My timer buttons are still missing after the latest OBS update. Thank goodness I know them like the back of my palm now, so. Is it back of my palm or back of my hand? I mean, you guys stare at the back of my hand for about an hour every day, so you probably know it better than me. It was a very nice looking restaurant. It was and they did have the thing where once you finish your ramen bowl, you can look at the bottom of it and see if you won a free bowl next time, and I did not, sadly. I think you guys should get on tea though if you don't like tea, because it's a better source of caffeine. I just listened to the drug podcast, or like the drug episode of the Draftsman podcast, where the entire time Proko is just egging Vandriff on about, or I just like saying Marshall, egging Marshall on about caffeine. Impel frickin' down. How are you liking Impel down so far? And another question to follow that one up is, do you think Luffy's in over his head? Do you think Luffy's finally met his match, per se? Do you think he'll get stuck in there and someone will have to save him, and that's why the 2-year time skip happens? Do you think he escapes and does something else for 2 years? But yeah, caffeine, anyways, yeah, I brought up the drug episode, because I think, you know, tea is an easier way to do caffeine. Less than, you could do decaffeinated tea as well, and it's pretty much the same experience, unlike coffee. All decaf coffees I've had taste super watered down. Do you think he actually dies? Or do you think it's one of those anime things? You don't know this for sure because you have not seen it. That's the interesting part. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Something feels off here. My brain's not brainalizing this. Luffy's cracked. I hope he doesn't get stuck in there. Now, the fact that you say you hope he doesn't get stuck in there means you're not sure. It would be a very bittersweet ending if, Luffy got stuck in Impel Down and couldn't get to Ace in time. Not even bittersweet, what am I talking about? That'd suck. Ironic? Yes, a bit. Luffy's hubris is what barred him from being able to save his brother. Hey, what's up, Penguin? Oh, so you're to the part where he meets Bucky. Huge. Shut up, Buggy. Glad to see you again, Penguin. You're a Drawbox regular. Hope you're doing well. I just realized, from like the point of view of you guys, I'm just a pair of hands and nothing else. I just thought that was kind of weird. Like, whenever I imagine a YouTuber or something, I imagine them talking. But I don't know what I'd imagine for like a YouTuber where I only see their hands. Because like every YouTuber has an icon or a character or something, right? Like all the VTubers where they've only shown their hands and sometimes they even have gloves on, right? You have the VTuber to associate with them. Ah, yikes. I binge watched One Piece today. It was great. That sounds wonderful. I need a day like that. I'm jealous. Ooh, that does bring me onto a topic that I want to reiterate. This is one I want to do a lot of research on and make a video about. In the Drawbox Discord, I'm not going to name any names, but the fact that they posted it in a public forum means I do have some agency to discuss this generally. I'm not going to, once again, name names or anything. And if you do know this person, please do not interact with them because I spoke about this conversation. It wasn't even a conversation, but I've seen people post in Drawbox many times, and in this chat, and even people have DM'd me, these huge resolutions to do this crazy workout routine, right, for art, or even working out. It's like, I'm gonna draw 7 hours a day and then do push-ups for 5, not even like that, but I have had people tell me that, like, either from a range like 7 to 10, maybe 12 hours, they've said, both to me directly and conversations that I've witnessed, that they want to do art. And it's a truth that some people do draw for 7 hours a day. That's their job. That, you know, that's a very possible thing. But we have to, you know, concern ourselves with their skill level, the consistency of how often they draw for this long. And what this quote-unquote drawing consists of. And this goes to binge watching, because they lamented that at the end of the day they want to watch a TV show. And, you know, I can never tell someone, hey, don't do that. I can never tell someone, don't do that. Because it's their life, they get to choose it, right? But from my experience, from habits in general, not just art, that is a good way to get burned out fast. It is going to result in a detrimental, what is it called? Like, you know, the curve will start leveling, plateauing at some point. Basically, it's like doing more than 250 boxes. At that point, you're not getting anything out of it, or for what it's worth, you're not getting anything out of it. I always forget the word for that. But when you really push yourself, sure, it's good to push yourself, but guess what? We can only truly focus for about 4 hours a day, max. Where we have pure, just wonderful focus. And, you know, of course, you can train that to be longer. But as a beginner, that shouldn't be your objective. Sure, you can study hard as a beginner. Diminishing returns, thank you so much, Penguin. That is the 100% the right word. Yeah, at some point it's going to be diminishing returns. And guess what? That's wasted time and energy that you could have spent doing something else, preparing for the next day, doing another hobby, or just relax, you know, like... And the sentiment is awesome. And it obviously comes from a place of raw, unadulterated, just creativity and love for the art, or, you know, whatever may be driving them. That's awesome. I think that's a great thing. But the heart of it is just inherently not good for you. It's gonna be... It's the bad part of the creative drive. And I feel like that's possibly where I don't have any evidence for this part. I have evidence for all that. You know, I've talked about it, I've lived it, I've seen, interacted with people and had discussions about this. Now, this fact I don't necessarily have, but, you know, I see it a lot more in people starting art and starting hobbies than anything else. And I think that's the great barrier, is that people who do that can't sustain it. I mean, I think there is a point where you could begin to sustain it once you become a professional. But would you want to? Right? That's a good way to not love something fast. It's the equalizer. And not even equalizer, it's just... It's a filter. That's a better word for it. And knowing how to be disciplined, just as knowing when to relax, is obviously a very important thing. And I'm the one saying this, so the guy who barely knows how to not be how to relax, right? I called my mom a couple months ago, and She was like, Cav, you know, you have to work to relax. I was like, yeah, that sucks. That's not fun. But yeah, there's definitely too much of a good thing, and guess what, as a beginner, and I think you said this wonderfully, Penguin, you gotta start small. It's like saying, I want to get into art. And so you buy all of these art materials, you buy all of these things, brush pens, colored pencils, Copic markers, all of these like crazy things and make this huge investment. And then to do nothing with that because you've run yourself into the ground is a shame. It's not that you can't, but it's better to start small because sometimes you may just not like it. It's okay. There have been many in the art community who have, and that was awful, have wanted to pursue art because art is beautiful, but they didn't necessarily enjoy the act of creating art. That doesn't mean you're a lesser artist or anything. It just means you like different things, and that's okay. And guess what? This is a bit of a contested idea, but you can learn to love things. And part of starting Drawbox is, you know, learning to... I mean, that is a huge core tenet. We talked about this, I think, last stream, which was learning to love making, not necessarily ugly drawings, but to accept them, right? So love would be a strong word, but you're having fun regardless, you're playing regardless. You learn to have fun regardless because it's play. There we go. Bars. And some of us do know what we're in for, and we know our limits, and they may seem bold at the beginning, but they may work out, sure. But that requires, just an extensive knowledge of oneself and an account of one's abilities. That's probably why adults typically, or people who start later in life may have a higher frequency of staying with art, because, they're more tempered in their resolve and expectations of what larger tasks like drawing and art, and whatever it may be, involve. When you're a kid, everything's fleeting. You can hop from one thing, and not only you can, but everyone does hop from one thing to the other. I've heard many parents lament, including my own, that you're only gonna play with this toy for a week. You're like, no, I'm not. Then you play with it for like a week and a half, and then it's over. A week if you're lucky, honestly. I don't think any parent would disagree with that. But yeah. So all in all, that rant concluded. Give it time. Be almost furiously patient. People may try to rush you, and probably you'll try to rush yourself the most, but the most important part is to give yourself time. Patience is a wonderful virtue in art. and an even better skill. I wanted to make this seem like it was ending, you know, still into the distance. Like it's making a C curve, but it's ending before it wraps around. But this looks like, yeah, every time I play a game, I never finish it. It's easy to do. Now, in the context of games, I don't know, because that's like starting a drawing and then not finishing it rather than an entire hobby. But I get that. Yeah, I haven't finished Spiritfarer. I haven't finished Titanfall 2. My friends really want me to finish Titanfall 2, and I get it. For me, it's more of a time thing. I don't have that much time to allocate to that, but... I seem to shrink too fast. Keep on starting new Minecraft world. I've never had that issue. What I'd do is I'd start a Minecraft world, play on it for like 4 days straight, like tons of hours, and then never touched again. Same thing with Minecraft servers that I host with my friends. I haven't played like a legit... I remember I played Windcraft when it like first came out. I hope Windcraft is still doing well. I remember I joined one time because the first ever like in-game purchase I got, other than this server called JavaCraft, was Windcraft, and my dad was so reluctant. It was $10, and he was like, "This is the only thing I'm paying for you." I was like, "Okay." And I remember I returned one time with like my VIP role, and I got turned into a veteran role. And this had to be at least 6 years ago. Because yeah, I've been playing Minecraft since 2014 on the PC and 2013 on the Xbox. I think, yes, December 2012 when I got it on the Xbox, and no idea. I think a year later I got it on the... Yeah, 2014. So man, it's been 11 years. 11 years of Minecraft, huh? Look how they butchered my boy. Was that even the line? What is the line? I haven't watched the movie. I love redstone. I actually made, on the most recent server I made a very cool, like, redstone house. And had item stuff. It was very cool. I liked it. And I didn't even finish the base all the way. I initially started Minecraft as a huge redstone nerd, and then I got really into building. At one point, even tried to get on Hypixel's build team. I'd say for the time, I was actually decent. This was before like a lot of the tech was coming out. Like the most advanced building tool that existed then was World Edit. And was it called MC Stacker? No, that's the command thing. I can't remember the name of it. But there was like an MC Edit. There we go, MC Edit. Shout out OG MC Edit, like 1.0, because I know there's like a 2.0 last couple. Find building in Minecraft kind of boring. You're kind of boring. Yeah, I can see it. A lot of my friends agree. And it can be. Kind of rush this one. Oh, yikes, that's so off. I was just kind of doing this one to do one. Yikes. Okay, let's not look at that. Okay, cool. So yeah, decent warm-up. Nothing, you know, just very average. I'm gonna take a break real quick. We're gonna do a quick BRB, and then we're gonna get into our Hyperlight breaker. I'm probably gonna erase everything we've done. I'm not sure. I don't remember the pose coming out correctly. Tools like Axiom use GUI instead of commands. Yeah, no, that's the thing. The game, this landscape has changed, right? There's so much that's different. Anyways, we'll be right back. Everybody go grab some water, maybe a little snack. Get a little fruit. You guys have like apples? I just ate all my apples. I have a banana though. Go get a fruit, you know, something with vitamins. And then come back, take a sip of that water, take a bite, and let's make some cool art. Be right back. Yeah, building in Minecraft is definitely a labor of love. In both modes. It's a testament to the absurdist. Nothing you make in that game, or any game, matters. No art you make, nothing. But it should matter to you. For me, Minecraft builds don't mean that much to me anymore, because I guess I don't see building in Minecraft as a medium that I... Interesting. There's that one dude who's really popular. I haven't been on YouTube Shorts, so he could still be popular. He was making the Attack on Titan city. He seemed pretty cool. I'm gonna draw some dragons. We're gonna rant real quick. This is rant number 2. We're on a not on a roll, whatever the opposite of a roll is. A screech? Wait, no, that's like an onomatopoeia. Where, you know, like when the car goes screech, you know, like a scrape? Yeah, we're on a scrape. Yeah, and today's scrape rant, that sounds stupid, I'm not gonna say that. Once again, this is inspired by the Draftsman podcast. I guess I've just been super... It's thought-provoking. I mean, come on, how could it not be, right? They said that... This was actually from the Drugs podcast, or the Drugs episode. And they related the fact that many of the greatest artists, or just successful artists, Dali said, "I am the drug." And, you know, they would, these artists who have used drugs said that their art wasn't successful or better because of the drug. It was because the drug that they took made them happy. And being happy is what made them better artists. And I've noticed that most of my most successful projects, art, points in my life, obviously, are going to be when I'm happy. It's a self-serving cycle of when you do something that you love, you're going to be happy about it. But it's causal in the sense that, and here's why. Okay, oof, lots of thoughts going through my head. Brain too tiny to catch the brain cell. No. So yeah, an example of this would be the start of college. It's a brand new venture. I'm in a new college. I'm trying new things, new people, great relationships, great friendships, all of these awesome things. And then I go to Portugal. It's the first time I ever travel and alone. And it's such a beautiful experience. And so I come back and I already have Drawbox. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to start streaming. And I really want to create. That's my big thing in Portugal. I actually recorded so much hours of footage in Portugal because I was going to make a video about it on my personal YouTube channel with my friends. And so, you know, just being so happy there, I wanted to create. And then this summer, when I traveled again, once again, I had this itch in the middle of it where I actually wanted to go home a bit because I just wanted to draw. I wanted to make stuff. I wanted to edit videos and write scripts and stuff. And of course, last semester, horrible. There's absolutely no creative spark within me whatsoever. And then this semester, where it's been a tiny bit better, I've had free time. I've been able to play video games and hang out with friends. And I'm getting that itch again. I really want to make stuff. I want to throw away my homework, throw my monitor out the window, and whip out a sketchbook half of the time. And it sucks because I can't. And last spring, I had that feeling as well, even though we just started streaming. Last stream, when I was talking about how I was in my room and I could see my family outside, I had this just drive to make stuff. And so there's definitely a correlation. And I would be bold enough to say a causal relationship between being happy that leads you to want to create and to create better things. I don't think that's a bold claim. But I've just finally recognized how consistent of a fact that's been in my life. And so let's celebrate this joy that we've encountered this semester, albeit a bit of a rough day, some tough homework with some 50%. Enough yapping. So yeah, we'll head back here and set our timer as well. There we go. Goodness, the ramen is fighting back. There we go. Yeah, so, and let's whip out Pure Ref here. Also, Stream Elements released a new OBS plugin. I think I posted about it. If not, I think I just didn't because I'm self-conscious all the time whenever I post things in Discord. Oh, no, I did. Stream Elements dropped a huge plugin for multi-streaming and handling multi-streaming on YouTube. I'm very interesting. Interesting. No, I'm not, but I'm interested in that. I'm looking in Major General. That is uncomfortable. Like, thought someone was having like a huge rant in the general chat. He's like, "Uh-oh, who is this?" And it was him. That's good. Huge. Okay. Sorry. I find that a bit funny. So, let's pull out our sketchbook, see the damage from last stream. I shouldn't be like that. We should be a bit more respectful of our past art. Only a bit, though. We gotta find out what I'm gonna do with all my Dropbox scratch. What's up with Hancock? I mean, she's just into Luffy. That's it. That's her whole character thing. That's her entire character, is just being into Luffy. So that's cool. Really good writing, Oda. Ooh, I just made the One Piece fans mad. Actually, no. I'll stand by that. I'll die on that hill. Creating a character that only exists to be the most beautiful woman in the world, and yet her whole thing is she's, you know, not even... No, just no. I don't even know rant about this. It's obvious. She's just, yeah, into Luffy. So. Could they have done more? Yeah. It's just shonen, so it's not like politics exist in the One Piece universe other than the Reverie. So the body's a bit wide, and I need to figure out how to make it more feminine. Her shoulders are quite pronounced, and there's this dip here. The neck is a bit smaller, so we'll actually shrink the neck. Her shoulders are pronounced, but I think the triceps are very much smaller than what I would do for a male. So, we'll decrease the triceps, add a bit of a sharper decline right here to emphasize that. Every other girl... I don't think so. I'm trying to think. Nah. Yeah, the only, like, other things you see from Luffy are very much, like... just, like, oh, a girl gave me food, I'm going to overthrow a government. That is like, literally that happens in, let's see. Kind of happens for Fishman Island. Happens in Skypiea. Does it happen at Water 7? No. It does happen with Fishman, Dressrosa, Wano, of course. Doesn't really happen with Egghead. Actually, no, because yeah, there's the Vegapunk who gave him food, kind of. So yeah, no. I don't think there's ever... The next time you see romance beyond Sanji being an idiot... actually, I'm not going to tell you, because that'll get you too excited. Because it's for a specific character. That's the... Actually... yeah. Other than the bromance with Frankie and... Hard-boiled. What's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm yapping. Here, let's get to it. Let's hide that timer. So yeah, we need to decrease this neck, I think. Just make it a bit less. And then I'm gonna start with... We'll start with the mask, and then... I really love these ears. I want to do these ears justice. They're very big in the concept art. Oh, they're big here. Does Vermilion just have smaller ears? Oh, Vermilion does. Yeah, they're a bit sharper. Yeah, whoa, these are giant. Never mind, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Wonder how that plays. I want to make him a bit longer, though. Okay, maybe that was a bit too much. Can I push him back a bit? Yeah, that looks a bit better. Okay, her mask, because I don't want to draw people's faces. Edit that. Whoa. Okay. Definitely make her hair travel over her arm, because pushing it all back made it look a bit weird. She has this, let's see, this right here. It actually starts a bit lower. The eye line's right here, I'd say. And I start rather close to that. And the mask travels maybe a bit lower. Yeah, we don't want to point it too down actually, so if we can make this line. But yeah, no, that's not a trend at all for Luffy. Except for Boa Hancock. I want to emphasize that this kind of has like this nose bridge right here, or this like bend to it. Before, oh yeah, I forgot. I kind of wanted to do the Drifter, a drawing of the Drifter from just imagination, without any reference. And we didn't do that. I don't want to do that. Maybe we'll do that. This is not right. Or this V shape is just making it look a lot more weird than it should be, I guess. Mask needs to be larger. That's probably why it looks a bit... Yeah, I think the only actual romantic thing is just Sanji being an idiot, and that's not really romance, that's very one-sided. Actually, there is a character that I cannot tell you, because that would be huge spoilers. You do not even know he exists. But there's that one girl who really loves him. What's her name? Koala. Koala. There we go. Koala. Yeah, I'm not vibing with this. Disappoints me deeply. Let's start with a simpler shape for the mask. What the point of the mask is. Would you guys be mad if I did a face reveal and I'm just wearing the dream mask? I think that'll be the bit I'll do. If I do a face reveal, I'm gonna like do the same thing Dream did. Oh my god, I'll green screen like the area behind me. Actually, no, that's a bit distasteful. That's a bit poor taste. That's never mind. Bad idea, Cav. See, it's like I don't want it to. This degree needs to decrease, I guess. Ending up with anyone or ending up as anybody? Yeah, me neither. I wouldn't be surprised if at the end of One Piece Luffy dies. I doubt it actually, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm more so interested in, because like Luffy has basically lived a very similar, I mean he carries the spirit of Goldie Roger. Right, very many similarities between the two, and he's shared a very similar path as Goldie Roger when he, took on the Grand Line and such. So the question is, what disease did Goldie Roger attract? Was it because of the One Piece? Because yeah, I believe you've learned about the real reason why the Roger Pirates disbanded or stuff, right? It says more of a linear, there's less of a jaw. Oh man, I just got hit with the fact that I'm drawn and I'm relaxing and it's Friday. What a wonderful feeling. Hope you guys can say the same. If not, let's work on it. I hear that mindfulness is because I wouldn't consider myself a totally mindful person, especially in school. Maybe over the summer I'm a bit, or like long periods of break I get a lot more mindful, but in the moment I should say. But it's definitely something, probably my biggest personal struggle in terms of self-development. Let's flatten this curve a bit. This mask, it's difficult to draw. Newsflash. I mean, we're not gonna even have the center line here in reality, but keeping it there to help me. Theory, maybe Bon Clay ends up saving Luffy from the prison. Interesting theory. What makes you say Bon Clay is in the prison? What I'm gonna start doing, I'm not sure if this is a good idea, because you want all sides of this to be sharp, but I have a more flat portion right here just because I suck at sharpening pencils by hand, but like holding it on this flat portion is very nice. I'm not sure if that's like a thing I should be doing, but I like it. It feels very good. I'm gonna make them... I like it this way. I like... it gives me control. So this isn't a formal thing. I've just seen people do this script before, and I really like it for control, because I can tilt the pencil, so I can either get the sharper end if I'm, if I increase it, right, higher, like sharper lines, or I go like this and I get broader strokes that are very soft. And when you have this for like softer pencils, like 2B, 4B, especially 4B, you get a crazy soft, and like you can hold it from the back too. This is how I've done shading for personal things, and you can do several passes of this shading, in different directions, and get this just wonderful texture. And so yeah, that holding it from the back for those broader strokes, and then very narrow, very controlled strokes up here. And so I can I kind of hold it like this even at times. So Bon Clay comes back maybe for this. I still have a ping from the Discord about a few months ago. Bon Clay is a goat. Bon Clay is a goat. Why wouldn't he have come back during time skip? Or not time skip, Sabaody. Or any of those other ones. Why now? We can kind of shift their eye in here too. I mean, I'm not sure if this is an actual grip or anything, but I love it. It's just so much better than... I mean, if I really need to be super controlled, I can do this. But I feel like this also makes me use my full arm. I can't really use my wrist that much. Actually, no, I can, but... So, that's a false statement. I'm using it right now. I guess I have more control over the pencil as well, because I am moving all of my digits, which just give me this excellent... See, if it gets small enough, then I'll just do this. Even then, I'm going to hold it very closely. Actually, I don't even want... No, I'm going to go back here. Just rotate my page a bit. We can even add a bit of a contour over there to make it seem like these stick out a bit. And then we have There is kind of like this soft... Bonkley the goat. We love Bonkley. Oh shoot, yeah, it's almost the end of January, guys. How are all of your New Year's resolutions turning out? Have you stuck with all of them? Have any of them changed? Have you abandoned a few? Do you wish you could have changed some of them? Have you picked up any new ones? Monthly goals, huge. I hope all of your monthly goals have gone well. Either my roommates are getting stabbed right now, or they're playing Marvel Rivals. Given the reactions I've seen to Marvel Rivals, I think they'd probably rather be stabbed. I can say confidently, I've never had a game where I've had worse randoms than Marvel Rivals. And I'm not that good, but like, oh my goodness, the Insta-lock Spider-Man is ridiculous. That little gem at the top of her head, I don't know. I love her, like, undershirt. Not the jacket, but that, like, what is that color? That looks cool. Huge! Then we're almost there. Few streams ago, Cat says. Let's see, 2 months. That has to be at least, like, 40 streams. So in the grand scheme, yeah, 40 streams actually isn't that much. How do her ears fit behind this? I think we have to shorten this. Oh wait, we need to wrap this around. So what I'm actually going to do here, I didn't realize our face is kind of the same thing. We just need to go... thinner line for all that. This is very... You trash everything, Cat. Let's make this line a bit more straight. Oh, that looks better, or it looks different. Her head is too small, I think. You like trashing on stuff? Oh yeah, her mask is too small, isn't it? In it. Let's make her mask bigger. Goodbye. Building to the left more too. Don't worry, Kate. You're the resident hater of the Cavalier Kingdom. Do you think you'd be a pirate if you're in the One Piece universe, guys? This extends to everybody. I think I would not. I would love to be a swordsmith, though. I think being a swordsmith would be cool. Oh, look at that little overlap right there. That's huge. It does feel like it's tilted forward, so what we're going to do, actually... Ugh, masks are so hard. Nah, faces are hard. Nah, drawing's hard. Can we agree on that, guys? Drawing is hard. Should it be 100% no questions asked? That's the thing. Like, I think the Straw Hats have romanticized being a pirate. You know? Like, all the many people. Like, what, you don't know this, but wasn't it like only 30% of ships make it to whole Fishman Island from Sabaody? And like only so few ships get to Sabaody? And then I can't imagine how difficult it is now compared to just the previous Grand Line to now survive in the New World. Ridiculous. I'd be like an East Blue pirate at best, and even then, I don't care to be a pirate, right? You know, I'd like to work for like Frankie and his dad. I can't remember his dad's name, which is a sin in of its own, but herself. Thank you. These are not my designs. This is from a game called Hyperlight Breaker, and also welcome back, Adam. It's a new game that came out that I love quite a bit. It's not the best game. It's beta. It's early beta. So, yeah, I really love the designs of their characters, and so I'm trying to capture that quite poorly. And so we gotta with Duolingo here. Thousand Sunny is just overpowered. True. I mean, it's made from the shout out Tree Adam, the Adam tree or whatever it's called. And you learn more about the Adam tree and the Eve tree. So I believe the Eve tree is located in Fishman Island, or Sabaody, technically. Oh, my sneeze. Whew. I am doing well. I hope you are doing well. I think I already said that, though. Okay, is that mask a bit bigger? That mask is a bit bigger. And we'll toss in our ear right here. I love big ears. It's kind of like the plant constructions to me, which I know is just weird to say, but it's also weird to say I like big ears, so what are we gonna do about this? That's way too out. Let's construct this first. Where's our 3D brains at, guys? Jeez. All of this lesson 5 for what, huh? Okay. So yeah, we have our base form in here. Or sorry, I mean that's base form, but we want that outline. We know it's gonna start kind of, maybe even go out. I see going. And let's see. I want to start with the line of the ear, and it's gonna go pretty back and down. That's the center of it, and then we're gonna I'm gonna send it back a little bit more, actually. And then erase all of it. Okay. Maybe try to define a general shape before I want to do anything. Mickey has this one character that Mickey's drawn, and this character has like those kind of like bull ears or cow ears. I would consider these like cow-esque ears. Mickey has done a wonderful job of doing that. Mickey's been making some awesome art. I know Mickey's been doing a lot of work though. The Straw Hats have been separated for 2 years. Kat, you need to stop looking into things for One Piece. You're only gonna just ruin your own experience. I wish I could do this design justice. I really do. Eyes are a bit too far separated right there. Yeah, we need to bring him in just a tiny bit. Without the hair, this looks a bit strange. I also want to get good at hair. So yeah, she has this like in front and then back thing going on here. Probably not that high, but something like this. She wears it over her left. Yeah, so. See, now here's the benefit of, you know, holding a pencil like this, is you can get this really cool sharper edge to it that lets you. Now, have I ever taken a course or know anything about holding a pencil correctly? No, so please don't copy me. You're not even copy, just don't do this, right? It's not like you're copying if this already exists, just, you know, get it from a more authoritative source, because your boy's an idiot. It just experiments, so. You're not an idiot for experimenting. Experiment, try new things, but, you know. I just have a history of trying things that do not work. That just goes way too far back, doesn't it? Case in point. See, that's like way too far forward. So what I'm actually gonna do. I'm gonna move all this lower. Would this have gone smoother if I drew through my forms for the skull more? Or obeyed my form for the skull more, I should say. Yes. The biggest thing that it makes you feel cool, yeah. Makes me feel like an actual, like, pro artist. Even though I'm not. So we're gonna do a technique called erasing everything. Okay. I'm kind of drawing without thinking, which is not a good habit. So yeah, we do have like this mohawk-like structure right here. It's not a mohawk, of course, but like that's the structure that exists, and it kind of goes out like this. And then everything kind of is a The problem is if I don't raise it enough, then it doesn't have too much volume, but if I raise it too much, it just seems like ridiculous. Yeah, that's a bit too sharp. Most of her hair is combed back, but you can kind of see like a dip around the corner of the mask. So we'll do that. I've accidentally made the hair seem a lot messier than it actually is because of just all my lines. Figuring it out. Slowly but surely. Don't want to get the hair to be tangent lines with the ear. I'm starting to think I have no other choice. Maybe do like a stray hair or two. Clean up some of the hair in here. I feel like that's what's making it seem a bit more choppy than it actually is, other than my terrible line work. I'm just adding on to it now. Hair is tough. Oh my goodness. Who's your favorite artist? Right now, Hataya is pretty up there. Hataya on Instagram. Them? I have some personal ones that I'm not sure if I should share for very specific reasons. Because we'll see if some stuff works out. But I'd say right now, as of now, Hataya is pretty darn good. I think, you know, they have the style I'd like to capture the most. One thing you'll learn about me is I could have a favorite something, but I won't believe it's the best. I mean, that's how things work, right? Like, just because you like something doesn't mean it's the best of something. People kind of conflate the two, which is a bad mentality. Don't do that. Just because someone likes something doesn't mean they're trying to claim it's the best or better or yours is worse, right? And speaking of, what are your guys' favorite artists? I always love getting the opportunity to learn about some new artists. Oh, goodness. Man, this is just not working out. And that's how it is sometimes. I just hate the mask. Man, I really wanted to do... I still want to do a piece of art. I just am so swamped that I have, like, no idea what I would do. Or, like, time-wise. I have ideas, but none of it's just... I don't have time. Yeah. But yeah, no, we are close to 1K, and I really want to do something to... Because I am truly grateful. Like, there's no other way of putting that I am thankful for everyone's support and everything. I just really have no idea what I can do time-wise, because, you know, YouTube is an investment time-wise. The only money I spend is on licensing for music, so we don't get DMCA'd. Oof. Zoro. Totally. One part of it, you know, obviously, since we don't plan on taking this channel that far, subscribers still mean things. Just, you know, I don't want to make it about subscribers, but regardless, you guys have I'm here because of you guys, right? So there's something to be said for that. So not so much for the number, but a express appreciation of you guys showing up to the stream, hanging out. YouTube definitely isn't a job, but I can definitely see how, like, if I wanted to support and sustain myself off YouTube, how it could be just such a fun and beautiful and engaging thing. I can definitely see why people are so thankful for their communities, and people, you know, can make jobs and a living off of this, like Markiplier and such, right? The hair just seems way too big. But hey, once I inevitably become homeless, because my computer science degree will get me nowhere, you can maybe think about YouTube then. Which means I'm going all in. I don't want to make a page. I'm just scared of scheduling, I think. The commitment of YouTube and the insecurity, I think that's a big scary part for me. And plus I do want to make things software-wise. I do like computer science. Or sorry, I do like software engineering. My interning never ends. I can handle the paperwork, mainly because I've been doing the paperwork so far and it's not bad at all, but... And that's the thing, there will always be, not saying this to you, Delano, but this just remind me of that meme of, you do the coding, I'll do the business. You know, the every startup meme ever. You do all the work, and I'll watch you do all the work. Once again, not saying this to you, Delano. Definitely a separate subject, but... And then there's like the topic of sponsorships, because I don't want to ever take a sponsorship that I don't believe in. Like if NordVPN came to me, I'd be like, okay, let's see. Because like already you guys don't need a VPN. All you would need a VPN for modern day. I mean, encryption's cool, but once again, most of the things you use are going to be secure. Except for like if you're in a Starbucks using public Wi-Fi, that's probably like the worst thing you could do. Theoretically. I mean, zero trust all the time, right? But the only like real reason I think anyone should ever get NordVPN is just if they want to watch like movies out of country. You have a channel with 1K subscribers who have a common interest. This is an incredible head start. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we'll see after college. I'm not gonna call it stage fright. Maybe that is what it is, but I feel like there's too many viewers. There are too many people like that. I don't like it. I don't like the notion of too many people. This mostly in stream. I can be okay if like a lot of people watch a video, but streaming, if we hit over 20 people, I will, maybe like 15, I'd start getting nervous. There's just no good way to do these eyes, man. That is my biggest thing. Yeah, sponsors and management. I never want really anything I make to ever be managed. I'm a very like free use person. That's the kind of software I want to make, is open source. I don't like being managed. Now, it's not like I'm bad with authority. I've never really had that like instance and stuff, but maybe it's being a control freak. I mean, maybe that's more apt description of it. But like, if I'm gonna make something for people, I want it to be for people, right? No limits, no holds barred, just like accessible, free information for all. That'd make me very happy. And I feel like when other people, everyone has their own ideas and own dreams, whether, malicious or not, like, or intended, intent, malicious or not, that can get in the way. And teamwork is very important for things that I think need teamwork, but for things that require a lot of creative direction, unless there's a consensus on the end goal of creative directions, or, things that creative arts, I guess, I don't know. Like, we all agree in an orchestra to play the same sheet music. We're not up there doing solos. And maybe if someone does have a solo, then, we agree that they're allowed to do a solo. And there's probably, a range, how many measures they can play that solo for. But like, in terms of individual practice or expression, no touchy. Don't touch my stuff. Respectfully. I do not. I do have some background in music. Definitely not. It was high school, right? Like, no. I did jazz and I did band, and I was in percussion. So drum set, bass, tenor, piano, and it was fun. I got really into more in piano at the end of high school. I only did band for a year and a half, so and I did like all middle school. I did band, or like since 5th grade, and yeah, it was drums. I got into piano a lot though, mainly because piano, you can just learn, a lot like guitar, you can just learn to press the right things at the right time. And I've been using a keyboard, like a mouse and keyboard, my whole life, so learning to press random keys wasn't that far beyond me, and I could already read sheet music a bit. So I would just like go into my residence hall piano room, or like the music school, and get a room and just kind of jam out. I would learn songs like Bink Sake or Cass's theme. I actually probably still dude, I was asking because I played trumpet for 12 years, diploma last year. Oh my goodness, Well, trumpet is trumpet, French horn, and strings, specifically like violin or bass, my favorite instruments. You need to get really lucky with the YouTube algorithm. You could have started your channel earlier during lockdown. Yeah, I could have started my channel in 2010 and invested in Bitcoin, you know? But yeah, no, I love trumpet. There is a stigma about trumpet players though. But beyond that, I do really love trumpet. It is such a beautiful instrument and it is underused, I think. When I hear just like the broad call of a trumpet in the middle of a song, you know, waking me up, I'm like, oh my god, you know? Like, oh. So I'm a huge fan of trumpet. Trumpet and violin, yeah. So shout out. I hope you enjoy trumpet, because it sounds like you do. When I was in bands, this was kind of like still I think applicable today for high school specifically and a bit of middle school, that trumpet players were like the most obnoxious. They were like the most hyperactive. That's about it. They weren't bad, they weren't good. And I think that just comes with being one of the most easily loudest instruments besides like drum set. Right? Or not even drum set, like snare drum, more specific, like a marching snare drum. You do a rim shot and everyone's ears are bleeding. But you also lay it out on a trumpet and everyone hears, yeah. I kind of see that. A lot of channels peak during the lockdown is the best time to be a YouTuber. I mean, post-adpocalypse is the best time to be a YouTuber. Thanks, PewDiePie. Nah. Yeah. I mean, there's always a better time. You know, that's the advantage of hindsight. I'm not here to be an optimal YouTuber. I'm here to draw. Here to draw and make some, you know, spend an hour a day doing something that we love and maybe making some fun videos along the way. I kind of like how they painted the all of this. This is just beautiful looking. You got the Michael Jackson Thriller jacket going on. I've seen some channels with like ridiculously great content, in my opinion. But they're so, you know, underrepresented. It's feeding the algorithm. I think it's not necessarily having high quality content, it's having high quality content content that grabs people's attention, right? And keeps people on the app. So I think reactionary content is probably the best content for YouTube, or just most social media in general, because that, and you know, creates the most engagement, whether good or bad. Now, will high quality content be more likely to be more popular? Yeah, that's that's how it works. But just because it's high quality, I'd say, you know, if you make reactionary content, you're more likely to be successful. There's a reason why, like, not that Critical's videos are reactionary for the sake of it. I mean, they're sometimes funny, right? And he just does talk about stuff, but the PewDiePie situation is insane. That's taking over YouTube right now. Dolan Darkus kind of covered it when talking about like Pyrocynical's videos. Once again, Pyrocynical's videos are popular because it's reactionary content. Pyrocynical makes wonderful videos, but if you notice which videos get more views, yeah. Shout out Pyrocynical. Editing skills and top-notch personality. I'd say either or, because like Critical has a terrible editing. He knows that, and that's like kind of the point, right? He uses Sony Vegas, but he has a very funny personality. Meanwhile, you have people like Hoog or Fern, these docu-style channels with wonderful editing and not really too much personality behind it. Not enough to, I'd say, wager is what makes them successful. Then again, you have Backyard Boys. Once again, not really good editing at all. It's simple, but you gotta love him, right? Like, he is such an adorable dude. Not even adorable, he's just a cool dude. I know a guy who streamed on Twitch. He has great content, started 8 years ago. His streams are average, 5 years in peak, yeah. And I think what we're all seeing, why we think, you know, we're biased because we found this YouTuber. Me included in this instance. And we see it, but we don't see the YouTubers we can't see because they aren't popular. We aren't seeing what isn't working or what isn't, right? It's we don't have a large enough sample. We don't know what we don't know, right? It's a catch-22 is if you see the YouTuber, then they've done something right in the algorithm. I need to turn the body a bit more. I think this needs to lay a bit more sideways. If you're funny, you can go a long way. True. Look at Drew Gooden. Trying to think of the other dude who looks Australian, but he isn't. he does go on tour a lot. He's very much always, his tour bus caught on fire. How could you forget? Can't remember his name. Fairbrand Films got super popular when they were younger. Did they fall off? Not necessarily. I don't think. I still think a lot of their stuff is very funny, but I think the YouTube algorithm kind of did a lot of that. The engineering channels were super popular for a while. Or the pseudo engineering, I'm gonna call them. Even though like Michael Reeves definitely was engineering, and William Osman were definitely engineering. Yeah, I mean, we are off. I think we're waiting for the new meta. We're just kind of in the reactionary, because Mr. Beast, it was like Dream broke it, and then Mr. Beast broke it. Mr. Beast was always doing crazy well, but like, you know, there's several stages to Mr. Beast's content that were just phenomenal, right? Phenomenally successful. Oh, huge. What's up? Joman? I think it's Joman. Nice profile picture, by the way. That's a classic. A lot of people have been asking me that. I just started doing it because I saw people hold it this way. It lets me angle more into, so I can have better control and make these very broad if you hold it at the end, right? These very, very, you know, light, very super light. You can barely see it on the camera. Textures, right? So it's very helpful for that, and then it gives me more control when I'm in here, so I can still use the flat part, right? So I can get these broader strokes down here, or if I need to really, I'll push in, and now I have these very narrow strokes. So, you know, flat, smooth, or narrow and sharp. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is actually how you're supposed to hold it. I know I've seen a lot of it for gesture drawing. They'll hold it like this with charcoal, and they'll, you know, do these big gestural strokes with their whole arm. And that's important because you want to indicate those softer marks. There's these softer marks of the body, which I can't really do with this. And then you have those sharper corners, right? Like the elbow, or, you know, things that break the silhouette. No, I mean, why do you not extend the pencil longer out? Oh, this? Yeah. Yeah, definitely I can get in there a lot more. This, like, maybe... This would be for, like, bigger things, I think. Like, I typically hold this when I'm doing... Like, if I was going to do an ellipse, where I'm doing these big repetitive strokes, I would do that. But for here, I kind of want to get a better... I want more strength, more leverage for making darker lines. If you use it over Enderhand, more graphite. I don't totally get what you're saying, but I can kind of read it. Once again, I will take FODAP from New Masters Academy, and we can correct whatever terrible things I've done to my grip then. And forgot, we need to make room for, like, kind of the breast line. We are not drawing men right now, right? So we need to account for this. So, something like this, very subtle. We're not trying to be a One Piece illustrator. Illusion of control, I guess so. I mean, it directly does give me a better control because I'm able to, I mean, torque, right? That's how torque works. I can put a sharper incline rather than going out here. Yeah, I can make finer adjustments inside. Because, I mean, if I held it out here and put too much pressure, then the force would increase. It's fine. If you want, you could just link. Oh, wait, no, you can't link. Don't worry about it. I mean, you can if you want. I don't want you to waste time out of your day, though, if it's too much. But I definitely do appreciate the tips. Sorry, I'm messing with music. Feel like I really want to capitalize on the there we go, and we can just really still feel like that arm is a bit forced out, so we can just... Oh, that's solid, I think. Oh, that's class. Yeah, just that's the issue then. You can't get as dark, right? And I'm working with the not 2B, a 2H. So yeah, if I was doing something like a 2B or 4, sorry, yeah, 2B or 4B, then yeah, that'd make. But I just like personally working with what's it called? I just realized I can do something up here. I like working with a 2H. I can do this. Now, is that helpful right there? I don't know. Quick sip water too. Woo! Cat, where's Dazzling? I hope Dazzling's well. We have not seen our fellow in a bit. Cool. Okay, that's that is her. That is Lapis. I completely forgot her name right there. Fun little sketch. I think this turned out better than I expected. I was kind of just expecting the worst, and it turned out okay. And obviously, much touch-up will happen in the future. Huge! Are you gonna summon the Dazzling? I'm obsessed with like making tiny adjustments as we do after stream. I feel like the whole body is leaning back a bit. I did push it a bit far. And yeah, the neck actually seems a bit too long. So we're gonna move this here, move that back. Do we start the arm higher, I guess? I was very happy with the arm, but we may have to. I'm actually gonna move this paradoxically in. Oh, that may be it. Heck yeah. I know, right? I think Dazzling did, I won't repeat it on stream, but I think Dazzling did mention where they're from. My question is, or like, I think, I'm not sure, because Dazzling did stop showing up near the California, I'm not sure if, once again, I'm not saying, but the California fires did happen and that displaced a ton of people. So I really hope that's not the case for Dazzling. I hope Dazzling's well, all that, but yeah, there's no knowing. Let's just all hope that Dazzling is well. Off crocheting to their heart's delight. Wow, this turned out decent. This is okay. It's very chicken scratch. It's very scratchy, but I'm not opposed. See, this is something I would love to take to digital. Like, I love tradigital, right? Where you like do it and, you know, mess around, get all messy in traditional, and then port it over. I think that's what Miandi does. Mindy. I think it's Miandi. I'm gonna say that. He said his name in his videos. I watched his newest video. Actually, everybody go watch Miandi's new video. Shout out. Drop it in the Discord. It's like a game plan for studying for 2025. Go watch it. I have not seen it. I know, right? A mysterious individual. Cool. So yeah, successful stream tonight, guys. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go. Actually, I need to look at my phone. My friend's probably been texting me about our homework. That was some rough homework. That was some of the hardest homework I've done in a while. Yeah. So this, okay. Cause like, not that I think Delano's Discord is dangerous at all. No, false. It's just this Discord is not within my control fully. I don't like Discord. I don't want to use Discord when I can't. I don't respond to Discord ever, or I suck at it, right? But Delano does have a Discord. Technically affiliated to me because I'm in there and I'm best friends with Delano. So yeah, shout out. But yeah, I don't trust myself to generate links because I've done it wrong every single time. So we could get you a link if you want. It's just us. We kind of chill, hang out. It isn't crazy active all the time, but Delano's actively working on getting more people in there and making these cool and fun events. But yeah, we can work on getting you a link probably next stream, or if Delano's still here, if we could do that. Then just I don't trust myself doing that. Last time, legit 2 streams ago, we added some people and I tried adding a note to their profile of what their YouTube name was, and I accidentally DM'd them. I suck at Discord, and I just don't like Discord in the first place. So anyways, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there, but we'll remember to ask Delano to make a one-time join code. I know it's like such a dumb thing that I suck at making oh, there we go. Okay, awesome. Yeah, because I don't want to put a link on stream and like I do it wrong and then not tons of people, but like the wrong people join. That'd be dangerous, right? I wanna while we're here, I'll just sharpen up the head a bit because this hair bothers me. And this we're actually gonna do overhand. And then The ear definitely gets lost in there, I think. I love ears like this. If I ever design characters, they're gonna have ears like this. Cool. Oh, gotcha. Wow. Well, I hope your arm gets better. Don't worry about it. Because there's probably not going to be much to remove me from this grip. Oh, huge. Okay, awesome. Welcome to the Discord. Yeah, I like this grip. There's nothing too wrong with it yet, and once we go into FODAP, I'll probably do whatever the professionals say. I've been drawing for 2 years. 2 years? No, 1.5. How long has it been? Yeah, well, no, 2. Yeah, summer. Yeah, almost 2 years. We're getting close to 2 years. Yeah, wow. Yeah, about 2 years of drawing. Most of it's been spent learning, but I love every bit of it. Super fun. And with that being said, I think we'll wrap it up here, everybody. So yeah, successful stream, super fun stream. We'll be returning tomorrow with the Okapi construction. Is it Okapi or Okapi? I think I'm gonna say Okapi. I like that. But yeah, about a year. Oh, huge. Okay. Well, welcome. Can't wait to see what you make. We just hang out here every day, you know, chill, and do what we can to improve. So I think that's everything. Next week is gonna get bumpy, and then after next week we have our first exam. For one of my harder exams, my algorithms class. So I'll be studying a lot. And then for the next 3 weeks, so we have next week no exam, and then the next 3 weeks after that, I have an exam every week on either Thursday or Friday. So it's gonna get bumpy. We will be having 50% Fridays, but you know how it is. So yeah, get ready. This is probably our last. Oh, okay. Well, that's completely fine. Join when you can. The whole objective is, you know, just do something that you love for an hour a day. If you can't join stream, that's fine, right? Just I want to, you know, put that little seed in people's head, like, hey, I should do something that I like for an hour, whether they're here or not. Preferably on their own, just relaxing. But if they want to hear my monotonous music and a high-pitched voice, then there you go, right? Cool. So once again, schedule's gonna get bumpy, but it should be pretty normal for this next week. Can't wait for the construction tomorrow. We're wrapping up on lesson 5, and I'm so glad. I'm so tired. And most importantly, thank you very much, Joman. Thank you very much, Adam Q. Welcome back, by the way. Delano, Penguin, Cat. I think that was everybody. I think it was. And let's hope Dazzling pops in sometime in the future. Same thing with Rise. And yeah, I said Delano. Okay, cool. But yeah, so once again, thank you all very much, and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. Oh, I usually about 7:30 p.m. Central Time, so that almost 2 hours ago. Okay, see you guys. Have a good one. Bye for now.